Hi, this is Tom Wilcox from Ansonia Wines with some tasting notes on the Club Whites in the Plus level in the November shipment. First up, a white Burgundy from Saint-Aubin. This is from 2022. It's a village level white Burgundy from the Domaine Bourmand. We think it really overperforms its billing though. It's very rich, very round, nice toastiness to it. It's a classic white Burgundy, so it's all Chardonnay, raised in barrels, has a nice kind of creaminess to it. It's not heavy, doesn't taste like a New World Chardonnay, but it has a really nice richness and roundness, particularly for a village level wine. Should be a really nice pairing with fish, something kind of creamy, maybe mushrooms and chicken cream sauce. Classic white Burgundy, and one we think that will surprise you. Next up, we have a Chassagne Montrachet Les Chaumes from Caroline L'Estime. This wine is a real treat. This is from 2022, again, another fantastic vintage in white Burgundy. Caroline L'Estime is the winemaker at the Domaine Jean-Noël Gagnard. Jean-Noël is her father. And she's just a brilliant winemaker. This is from her Négociant label, so she buys the grapes from people that she knows in town. In fact, she makes a Chaume from her regular label as well. But her Négociant wines come at a much better price. And so this is a village level Chassagne that is just the picture of class and sophistication. It should drink really nicely now, but actually should age pretty well too. The 2022s have good acidity and really good concentration. So we think a year or two won't be too much for this wine. Maybe even 3 or 4 years. But if you drink it now, I think you'll really enjoy it now. Give it some time, give it some room in the glass too. It'll really open up and expand. But it's classic Chassagne from just a masterful winemaker. And then finally, a treat. This is a white Châteauneuf du Pape from the Vieux Donjon. Vieux Donjon is one of the best known producers in Châteauneuf du Pape. And they don't make a lot of white. No one makes a lot of white. It's only about 5% of the appellation. But it's a Roussanne and Grenache Blanc blend. Very aromatic, very unusual, kind of exotic fruits, spices, white flowers, gardenia, maybe some lychee or some lime. It's a really interesting fruit profile and flavor profile in the wine. We think it's best served as an aperitif in a very large balloon glass, almost like you would a Condrieu. It doesn't have any Viognier in it, but it's very expressive and very big and kind of opulent like a Condrieu. But again, never heavy. The Vieux Donjon winemakers never make anything that isn't perfectly balanced. And so this is a really interesting wine, and one that we recommend you sitting with on its own in a glass without any food with it. It pairs well with other things. It pairs well with some different cheeses or even some meats, some lamb or something with spice from the south, maybe even a duck with some spice would pair well. But before you do that, make sure you have a glass of it on its own because it's a real treat and an unusual wine that we think you'll enjoy.